side gigpreneur. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome. Happy Sunday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I am somebody who went from corporate world to the online world, not by choice, but my pancreas shut down and left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. And that sucked. And so I help folks like you, like me, to have a little side gig, a little side business using the online space. And we use social media to grow it. Why not? Why not? If that's awesome and you love it, go to sidekickshawn.com, answer a couple questions. I'll reach out. We'll have a little chatty chat. We'll take it from there. You know. If you are joining me live or watching the replay, would love to know where you're tuning in from. I myself am from Southern California, and it is chilly. It's chilly tonight. It's really chilly. Anyway, let's get on with tonight. By the way, if you have sent me any type of a message on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, um, maybe even a text message, um, I have not been on social media all day today. I haven't posted a daily Bible scripture. I haven't done, the meology or my collagen. I just haven't been on social media today. But tomorrow we'll catch up. I'll catch up with everybody tomorrow. So my apologies if haven't got back to you today. All right, let's get on with tonight. Hey, listen, some of us may think, hey, it's kind of cool to be the emperor, right? Have that power, have control over people, if you would. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. But then, on the other side, one may agree, one may disagree, and say, hey, it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of pressure. In fact, it's going to bring a lot of anxiety with it. Yes, or yes, right? So that power, that control, that all comes with anxiety. And one example of this is Marcus Aurelius. Again, I don't know why I'm stuck on the Stoics for the past few nights, but this is good stuff. So Marcus Aurelius is a person that was an emperor, and he had a lot of stress and whatnot. At the same time, he went through some real tough times. He actually lost. Um, he actually lost half of his kids. Half of his kids died, and he buried them. So that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of anxiety. In fact, there's a part in his meditations. Um, Meditations is like a book that he wrote. It's not really a book, but most people call it an article, maybe. No, but it's a book. Meditation. So it's a bunch of articles, well, a bunch of his thoughts. And there's one part in there that he says the child is sick, and he says we cannot assume that this is the worst thing that could happen, even though he's had so many of his kids die. Still, when this one is sick, he's saying, well, we cannot anticipate this to be the worst, right? Which gives us an idea of you got to live in the present, right, and not the future, which gives you the idea, um, really, the big um, lesson here that he gives us is this: is that anxiety is really caused by us. Nothing on the outside causes anxiety, right? There's a part in meditations that he talks about this, and his famous quote is, I got rid of my anxiety. And then he says, no, 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 that's not it. I discarded my anxiety because it was within me. I discarded my anxiety because it was within me, because it is coming from the inside. We ourselves cause anxiety because, think about it, the things that we are anxious about, whatever that may be, they're not in the present moment, right? They are in the future moment. So it's taking us away from being so present. Tasha, how are you? I see you on YouTube, right? So keep that in mind. This is a very powerful point because we definitely are the cause of our own anxiety. Now, here I am sitting here telling you this, sharing this story with you, but I want you to know, and I've shared this before, I'm not perfect. It's not like I'm anxious free and I'm just, yeah. No, I also am a work in progress. I I get anxious. I actually have anxiety pretty bad. A couple of years ago, maybe up to a year and a half, 2 years ago, I had really bad um, anxiety attacks, right? But you gotta be able to. You just keep practicing, 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 and you tame your mind, and you will improve. You're not going to get perfect, right? You're not going to get perfect. You're not going to be like this anxious free of a person overnight, but you can certainly improve, right? So I'm not somebody who's sharing this with you and has no clue of what anxiety is. I have a clue. I understand, and I've dealt with it absolutely. So I want you to keep that in mind the next time you have that anxiety moment. Um, the sooner you attack it, the sooner you can get out of it, right? And for those of us who've experienced it, I know you know what I'm talking about. It's not fun, right? I I I have I have a friend who has these anxiety attacks, and they are so bad. You know, uh, I've only I think I've only experienced it twice, maybe 3 times, 2, 3, 4 times, something like that. But definitely, I can remember two very vividly. But I feel like there was anyway. Anyway, we can't always think that this is the worst thing ever and give ourselves anxious thoughts, moments. I'm asking you to snap out of it. I'm asking you to bring yourself to the present, live in the present, and let that move you. With that, hopefully, you guys get some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you gotta do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. Let's go. And if you're watching my live for the first time, if this is your first time, hopefully it won't be your last time. You can certainly follow me on different platforms. In fact, I recommend it because every platform has got their own limitations. But you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, and I go with Side Gig Sean. Listen, I'm somebody who went from corporate America to the online world, and not by choice. My pancreas shut down, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. I had to, I got redirected to this online space. And now I help folks like you, like me, to start a side business, side gig, online, and we grow it using social media. If that resonates with you, go to sidegigshawn.com, answer a couple questions, and I'll reach out. Let's have that conversation. And with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much.